What is up, Sagittarius? How are y'all doing? Time to go ahead and knock out your February 2024 main monthly reading. So for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, all the information is in the description box of this video. Also, I have a new course coming in my School of Self-Mastery. I'm working on a continuation of the first How to Read Tarot course. So for those of you who bought that first tarot course, that was primarily centered around the meanings of the cards and how I interpret them. And that's a lot of video content. I made one video for each card. And I focused very little on the actual intuitive aspect of, how to apply the knowledge of the meaning of the cards and whatnot. So this next course is going to be centered mainly around how to develop a relationship with the deck, how to develop that relationship with yourself and the universe, and trusting your intuition and allowing the messages to flow through and whatnot. So that'll be coming here very, very soon. And also, we now have a bundle on my courses where right now, if you were to get all of them, it'd be like $60. And we did this thing where we bundled it up so you can get all 5 of them for $45, I think. So all that information is in the description of this video. It's all on my website, y'all. Y'all got to take a look down there. All right, let's jump in. I'm starting these off with past, present, future. And we're going to see which one it hits on the hardest. Past, present, future for Sagittarius. Universe. Boom. Uh-oh. We got that codependency card. Jumped right out there, man. Uh-oh. Some of y'all got involved in a codependency connection. So basically, long story short, what that means is somebody just jumped into this relationship out of nothing but loneliness, basically. We'll talk more about that if it comes out again. But, yeah, codependency connection in the past. Oh, for some of you, there could have been a third party in the mix, too. I'm honestly feeling like this really doesn't feel like your energy, but it kind of feels like when you and this person connected, I think they were secretly waiting on their ex. This feels to me like somebody that got out of a relationship and was lonely, broken, and empty. They was really wanting their ex back, but they think that the only way to make this heartache go away is to just find somebody else. I just got to find somebody else. I don't care who. Just need somebody. Just a faceless, nameless somebody needs to come be with me to take my mind off of this heartache, this heartbreak. That's how a lot of codependency relationships start. So, yeah. I'm kind of feeling like you probably weren't top pick when the two of you came together. Probably not. So it's not telling me what went wrong. I just think this was something that started way too quick. Y'all came together. It started off way too quick. I don't think this was really all that thought through when y'all first connected. And I'm thinking there was a third energy, possibly even a third party involved for some of you. Could have been an Aries for some of you. Man, it looks like in the current moment, though, you're pretty much getting to the point to where you're not losing sleep. This is a final decision. Now, I'm not saying that you haven't lost any sleep over this, but throughout the month of February, it's really getting to the point where you're just like, you know what? It's done. Fuck it. Whatever. It is what it is. There might be an apology coming in, too, in February, honestly. There might be. But like what happens most of the time when that apology comes in, usually it's too late, isn't it? Usually. So creeping up into the future, yeah, new doorways of opportunity are opening, and I think you have somebody new coming in. There might end up being a reconciliation attempt, but I don't think it'll be a successful attempt. I think this is somebody new. This feels like somebody that you don't even know. So, okay. All right. Well, let's see how this past person feels about you. How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions, hopes, dreams, and expectations? Let's see. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, they want to work on this now? They want to work on this now? Yeah, see, look, Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. I don't think they realized what they had till it was gone. I don't think so. See, because they tried to give you the silent treatment. It didn't work, did it? It didn't work. So then that's when reality sinks in. Because people get all cocky and arrogant with that little silent treatment when they're convinced that you'll come running after them. Oh, the silent treatment's easy then when you think they're going to come chasing after you. But then when you realize they're gone for real, they like for real gone, then all of a sudden the reality sinks in and your heart sinks to the pit of your stomach like, oh my God, you know? So Death card reversed. Yeah, they didn't realize what they had till it was gone, did they? Yeah, okay. But the question is, if the two of you were to come back together, would they do it right this time? That's the question. I'm not 100% convinced that they know how, to be honest with you. They might not be mature enough to actually reconcile successfully. They may not be with that Page of Wands energy showing there. Yeah. Plus, they got their guard up. They guard it anyway. So you ain't going to successfully reconcile if you won't let your guard down. Try as you may. You got that guard over your heart, and you're going to try to let somebody back in with that guard up. It ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. So I think what they've been trying to do is they've been trying to put on a show for you. Like hoping that you would see how good they're doing and want to come running and chasing after them. But since you didn't do that, now they're starting to rethink their whole life. Well, we got to see if there's going to be an outcome here. What's the outcome? Is anything happening with this situation? Anything happening with this situation? Nine of Pentacles. I think this person's too intimidated to really try to come forward. I think you intimidate them too much. Yeah. Tower reverse, though. So they might end up breaking the silence. They very well may, or at least poking at you to try to get your attention. I think before too terribly, they're probably going to wait and wait and wait. Because like I said, they're intimidated by you. I think you intimidate the hell out of them. So they're probably going to wait and wait and wait for the right opportunity. And there will probably be one last ditch effort to get your attention and communicate with you. But I don't think they're coming forward with an actual love offer. I think you all speak two totally different vibrational languages, honestly. Because they're not coming forward with like their real intentions on their sleeve. You know what I'm saying? Not really. So it kind of feels to me like you're walking away from this, though. I know those of you watching this right now live and those of you watching this still while it's being recorded in January may not believe me, but something's going to happen. Something's going to happen that makes you click and say, you know what? I don't even want that person no more. 10 of Cups reversed. I don't even want that person no more. I feel like that cycle is complete. I feel like it served its purpose. I'm good. What's the advice? What is the advice? Advice. What is the best advice? Okay, 4 swords and the Death card. So just really think about this. This is saying keep moving forward. But think about this. Queen of Swords. Don't let your emotions get in the way and make a stupid decision for you. Really think about it. So, let me paint out a scenario for you, okay? How many people don't commit crimes because committing crimes is wrong? Like shoplifting, for example. If your town was to put out an announcement, shoplifting is now legal, you will not get arrested or face charges for shoplifting. How many people you think would shoplift? A bunch, wouldn't they? A whole bunch of them would. But some people, they wouldn't do it because shoplifting is wrong, right? So if somebody can get away with something, they'll do it, whether it's right or wrong, if they think they can get away with it. So the question is, if you let this person come back in your life and basically you show them that they get away with a slap on the wrist, will they still put forth the work, the energy, and the effort to actually change, to make a decent, genuine change in their life? What do you think the likelihood is of that? Kind of slim, isn't it? Because the change that it takes, the personal change that it takes to make a reconciliation work out successfully is very hard work. And if you show this person that they're allowed to come back into your life basically with just a slap on the wrist, I don't give it 2 weeks before it goes right back to what it was the first time. All right, let's look at the current person. Current person. If you are not experiencing any problems or issues with your current person, this is not for you. Like I tell everybody else, if there's no problems or issues in your current relationship, you shouldn't even be watching me. What are you doing here? You can watch me if you want, but seriously, why? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? If you're in a healthy relationship, you shouldn't even be watching me, So, all right, let's see. What's the issue? What's the problem? What's the concern here? 4 of Swords. Okay. Maybe some of you are considering taking a break. Maybe like a temporary separation. Maybe taking some time apart, maybe. Possibly. All right. Ooh, major trust issues here. Major. Especially if trust was betrayed in the past. If trust was betrayed in the past, whoever that was betrayed never really fully healed from it and got over it. Now, I know that's not everybody, but even if there was no betrayal in the past, I still think it's very suspected. It's suspected that, there may be some third party or some infidelity, or there's just some major trust issues here. And I know I hate to get this specific, but I feel like there's a good number of you in which there was some kind of third party in the past. If not, then take it if it resonates, chuck it if it don't, but there's still some trust issues here. I think it's them that don't trust you because they see you as the Queen of Wands reversed. Could be you that don't trust them. We'll see how they feel about you here in a minute, but I'm definitely getting that they don't like whenever something comes out of your mouth, they're always wondering whether or not you're being honest with them. Whenever they ask you where you went last weekend and you tell them, they be like, what are you leaving out? What are you hiding? What are you keeping from me? You know, maybe they be wondering. They just, why? I don't know. Did you give them reason to question you, or are they just making it up in their head? I don't know. I don't know. It's probably different for every one of you. By the way, the signs I have on the table, it could be a Libra for some of you. I also have Pisces. I see that a lot in my line of work, Sagittarius and Pisces. I also have Aries and Cancer here. All right. Let's see how they feel about you then. How does the current person feel about Sagittarius? The Hermit. Maybe they're just kind of wanting to take a break too. Maybe it's them that's wanting to take a break. I don't know. But the Hermit's all about kind of like going off and being by yourself. You know, maybe this person's just kind of wanting to go off and be alone and be by themselves. Pardon the background noise. Okay. Yeah, 10 of Cups reversed. Man, okay, so they're torn. They're torn. They don't have very much faith that the two of you can ever reach a point of success, but they're afraid to walk away at the same time. They're kind of torn. They feel like they're at a crossroads. They feel like they're at a crossroads, but they don't want the drama either. They don't want the drama. They wish the drama would go away, but they don't know what to do. They're feeling indecisive. They don't know what decision to make. So they're not 100% sure whether or not this is even worth putting forth the work and the effort. They haven't made a decision on that yet. They don't know. They're still kind of up in their head thinking about it, weighing out the pros and cons and whatnot. All right. Well, let's see the outcome then. What is that outcome then? What is the outcome? 3 of Wands, waiting. So the outcome for February is probably going to be the same outcome as January and December and November and October and September. Yeah, King of Wands reversed. You know what, though? If it hasn't yet, this is about to start turning toxic, this energy. Because nothing is happening here. Nothing is improving itself. The two of you aren't actually working through whatever these issues are as a team. So after a while, when you bathe in that energy for a long time, it starts turning toxic. See, the energy, I've been telling, you're like the fourth sign I've told this to this month. The energy of arguing, with the exception of domestic violence and things of that nature. I'm not advocating any kind of abuse or violence, but just the energy of us engaging in a difference of opinion. You know, we're butting heads, we're clashing because you see things one way, I see things one way, and we're clashing, right? That energy by itself isn't intrinsically toxic. It can be used as an opportunity for us to grow and learn, right? But what a lot of people tend to do is they tend to just bathe in that energy. And very frequently, one, the other, or sometimes both people get addicted to that energy. So they start creating that energy, and it keeps looping around in a cycle with the same argument, the same bullshit over and 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 over, day after day after day after day, and bathing and basking in that energy for days and weeks and months, that's when the energy starts turning toxic. That's when it starts becoming a toxic ass relationship. So it's headed there. For some of you, it's already there. But for those of you who it hasn't quite gotten to that point yet, it's headed there. It's headed there. But a tower moment is being avoided. So let's get the advice. Hang on. Let me clear the air real quick. The advice on these current person readings is always so fucking heavy, dude. I'm just going to clear the air first. Let me clear the air first. All right. Three of coins. Y'all got to be a team, dude. Y'all got to be a team. That's all there is to it. I know that may sound corny. That may sound cheesy. That may sound cliche. But you got to be a team. Being a team sounds easy. But you are good at this role. I am good at this role. So you do this, and I'll do this. And we put it together, and we join forces to build our empire together. As easy as that sounds, I know you're like, well, duh, Rich, common fucking sense. You would think it's common fucking sense. But some people ain't got none of that. We got to be a team. If we can't be a team, you're either on my team or you're in my way. You're either working with me or you're working against me. One of the two. Which is it? I mean, at this point where y'all are at, if y'all can't figure out how to come together as a true, genuine team and work together as a team, then the tension is going to build and build and build and build and build. And it is eventually headed towards a brick wall. That may not be anytime soon, but the connection is already getting weaker between the two of you. And if the two of you all can't establish good communication and good teamwork, I don't see this relationship surviving 2024. I don't think so. You'll be moving on from this toxic shit because it's starting to put a permanent dent in the connection. So take that information and do with it what you will. All right. Now let's look at the new person. New person. Hang on a second. I don't know how I can get this thing to mirror my camera. It's driving me. It's been driving me nuts, man. Anyway. Okay. All right. New person. Two more. Oh, shit. There go that codependency card again. Some of y'all are connecting with a codependent. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole here tonight. For those of you who have heard me go on that lecture at great length, I'm not going to do that. But I will say that a codependency relationship is when you jump into a relationship for one reason and one reason only, because you are lonely and empty, and you think you need a lover or a love relationship to fill the void in your heart and create your happiness for you. Basically, that's what that means. And that never ends up working out. It always ends up in fucking failure. And yeah, you can see that if you just take a look at humanity. But that's and again, it usually has to do with past heartbreak. I would say that of all the codependency relationships that I read in my line of work, about 85% of them are a direct result of very recent heartbreak. The majority of them. Somebody else broke my heart, and I need to find somebody else because that's what's going to fix my problem. It's kind of what I'm feeling like you got going on here, because I'm thinking that the person, this could be your energy. It could be. So if this resonates with you, then it's your energy, but this doesn't feel like the majority of you. This feels like the person you're dealing with is still very, very, very tightly energetically tied to their ex. Still very, very hurt, missing, and in love with their ex. Very much so. So this might be starting off as a sex-based connection. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like you kind of sense that something's a little bit off here. You can kind of sense it. Something's got your spidey senses tingling, don't it? Something do. That's the dude that plays games right there. Okay. If you came to this video because you're seeing somebody new and something feels very, very off, and you're wondering whether or not you can trust this person, it doesn't look like it. Looks like they playing around. Looks like they playing games, man. I'm going to have to dig deeper into their intentions. Let me see if that's their actual intention. Because this is a codependency connection. Absolutely. Especially if you know they just got their heart broken the last month or two. Come on now. Come on now. Let's see this person's true feelings and intentions. Page of Wands. This person immature as hell, dude. Immature as hell. The King of Swords reversed. Yes, this person is definitely playing mind games with you and does gaslight you. So there's that Three of Swords again. World card reversed. They still have unfinished business with somebody from the past. So, Emperor reversed, man. Emperor reversed. King of Swords reversed. Kind of feels like it's getting close to the narcissistic spectrum. I'm not going to lie. Yep. Three of Cups. Three of Swords. So, this almost kind of feels like the type of person who was hurt so badly. And they are swallowing so much heartbreak from the past that I don't even think they have the ability to truly, genuinely connect with anybody on a really deep soul level and cultivate a true, genuine love connection with anybody. They're too heartbroken. They're too heartbroken. They're going through some shit. They're going through a very rough transition in their life. And there's the codependency card again. This person's lonely, broken, empty, and codependent. And again, what that means is one of the biggest problems with people who get into relationships just because they're lonely, broken, and empty is they don't care who they get with. They don't care who. That's not the way you should get into a relationship. You shouldn't just be willing to jump in with anybody who will show you some attention. Just somebody, anybody. Who's coming in next? Whoever's closest to me that I can get my hands on, I'm going to get with them. So it's like they're not with you for you. They're just with you because you were the first person that would give them a chance. See what I'm saying? That's the danger about jumping into codependency connections. Because guess what? First of all, you can't fill that fucking void in their heart. You can't. And eventually, they're going to get tired and they're going to go try to find somebody else who can fill that void in their heart. Because they're convinced that a person is what they need to fill that void in their heart. And you can't. So once you're unable to do that, because it's fucking impossible, they're going to be like, well, you're not meeting my needs. So I'm going to go find somebody who will. No, the fuck you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. All right. Outcome. What is the outcome? What's the outcome? Outcome for February. Boom. You might just kind of choose to go off by yourself for a little bit because, something's just really off about this situation. You can't put a finger on exactly what it is. So I kind of see you. I don't know. Are you ghosting this person maybe? Or just kind of backing away and pulling away from this? You're not jumping head first into this. You're not. Yeah, see? Because whatever this is that feels off is gonna keep eating at you and eating at you and eating at you. And it's gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse. Because you can tell that this isn't going much further than this right here. This is about as far as it's going. And you can tell. That's about it right there. So I'm kind of feeling like you're just kind of backing away from this. Backing away, holding back, and just kind of going off and doing your own thing by yourself for a little bit. That's what this feels like to me. Let's get some advice. What's the advice? Advice. What is the best advice? Full card reversed. You're already doing that. Don't be jumping head first into anything that's confusing you. I don't care why it's confusing you. If you're confused about somebody's feelings or their intentions, and you can't tell if you can trust them, don't jump into it head first. Now, don't drive yourself nuts trying to figure out why you're confused. It doesn't matter. Let's flip this coin over and play devil's advocate for a minute. Let's say this person does have nothing but the best of intentions and they are madly in love with you and they want to commit to you and be with you for the rest of their life and marry you and have kids with you and the whole fucking nine, right? Why are you confused about their intentions? If that's really how they feel, why are you confused about it? Why are you confused about it? And what good would me telling you their intentions do you? I ain't gonna do no fucking good. I do at least 3 readings a week from somebody who comes to me and says, I've been with this person for a year and I'm so confused about how they feel about me. Can I really trust them that they love me as much as they say they do? And I'll have to tell them, like, it don't matter what I tell you. It ain't gonna make no difference. Here's the question. What if I tell you that they are being sincere? Then what? Then what? Is that just going to change everything because I said something? No, it's not. There's still a reason why you're confused about their feelings. There's a reason. Because if they're genuinely sincere and they love you and they want to be with you and they want to commit to you, there's some kind of vibrational fucking mismatch going on here. We're not connected here. That's where we're not connected. Humans are like onions, okay? They got layers, a bunch of fucking layers. When you first connect with somebody, obviously, we connect at the surface. Well, ideally, as we come together, we peel back a layer, peel back a layer, peel back a layer, peel back a layer, to the point to where if we're going to build a fucking life partnership together, we got to connect at the fucking core, at the deepest level. If y'all ain't connected down there, it doesn't matter what I tell you. You dig what I'm saying? So that was just the other side of that coin. But that isn't always the case. I think I would feel safe saying that the majority of the time, when you're confused about somebody's feelings for you, it's because they ain't got none. The majority of the time, probably 60, 75% of the time. If you can't tell whether or not somebody loves you, it's because they don't. Very simple. My all-time favorite love and relationship quote goes like this. If they really love you, you'll know. If they don't, you'll be confused. Mic drop, baby. Mic drop. Fucking love that. Tells you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. Now, is that a blanket statement that covers every single person in every situation? I don't fucking know, man. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But when I heard that, it got me thinking. Do I believe that the universe is so fucking stupid that the one person it specifically picked out for me as somebody who would leave me confused about how they feel about me? The fucking universe is the life force energy that teaches the spider how to build the perfect web. You ever just sit and watch a spider build a web, dude? It's fucking amazing. You're like, how the fuck does that nasty little bug know how to do that? How the fuck does it know how to do that? It just wakes up one day and says, well, I'm gonna shit this sticky string out of my ass and build this fucking web, and bugs are gonna fly into it, and then I eat it. How the fuck does it know how to do that? That's how intelligent the universe is, dude. So you mean to tell me the universe is intelligent enough to teach a spider how to shit a sticky string out of its ass and build a web, but it's too fucking stupid to pick me a life partner who communicates effectively how they feel about me? I don't think so. If I can't tell how you feel about me, if I'm confused about what your intentions are, and I'm not 100% sure if I can trust you, you're not the person the universe picked for me, period. Take that with you on your journey. All right? Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if y'all would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.